Yeah, there was a lot of obviously up and downs. There's a lot of things that offensively we got to be better at. We can't go in there and in that third quarter, just keep going back and forth, especially when the defense gives a short field. We got to be able to go down there and get points at some point.
And then that last play, somebody asked Arthur whether or not it was supposed to go in the end zone. What was the call there?
I mean, yeah, obviously those plays are supposed to go in the end zone. You don't have any special calls for whatever it was, first and 38, 43, whatever it is. I mean, obviously the ball's got to get in the end zone. We came up 2 yards short. We'll go back and look at it and see, if there was another guy open or not. But obviously, that's a play that you only rep a couple times throughout the year for these, exact circumstances, and obviously they came up.
Koo took the blame in the locker room for the loss, given the 2 missed field goals. How do you pick him up after that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not Koo's fault. As like I said, as offense, we got to do better, get him in better field position so he's not kicking, 50-plus yarders every single time he's got to go kick the ball. We got to be able to go down there and push the ball and move it forward and just give him easier ones if we are going to, stall out or do whatever.
Desmond, sorry if you've been asked this, but what's the hardest part about this loss when late in the fourth quarter there's so many momentum swings and that can get rather emotional late?
Yeah, I mean, any loss is hard, especially, the way we were moving the ball and just getting up and down the field, defense doing great. We should have came out of there with the win. Obviously, we didn't. But like I said, there's a lot of things we're going to clean up, a lot of things that we're going to learn from and get better from and come out this better in the back end.
Thank you. Desmond, what do you attribute the drought to? Y'all came out, 16-play drive, then there was a stretch of, starting with the safety, interception, then punts.
Contribute what, the drive or?
The drought, I'm sorry.
Oh, the drought?
I meant the drought, the scoring, moving the ball drought in the middle of the game.
Yeah, like I said, we just got to be better, got to be more consistent, got to be able to go out there and just get the first play started, get it going. Obviously, in that safety, we were backed up. I just got to get the ball out of my hands, not sit back there and pat it, just throw it away if it's not there. And then, like I said, we just got to be consistent overall and just be better.
And what was working for you all in the 2 fourth quarter touchdown drives?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we were just moving the ball. O-line was doing a heck of a job up front, 1 in pass protection, 2 in run. And, yeah, we were just able to keep the ball moving, keep the consistency going, and just keep it moving forward.
What do you have to say about the linemen who had to step in and play today? It was a slew of them.
Yeah, I mean, they've done a heck of a job all year of just being ready and staying ready. Obviously, we have a great starting 5 who is normally out there, and we have great backups as well. And, like I've said, they've done a great job from whether they were on scout team or whether they were, in and out with the ones throughout camp, throughout the season. They've been prepared and ready for this opportunity, and they took advantage of it. They did a heck of a job out there. So, whether it was Kyle Hinton, whether it was Newsel, whether it was Vrabel, Storm, it doesn't matter who it was. They all did a heck of a job out there.
What does it say about the type of person and player that Koo is? He missed 2 kicks, uncharacteristic for himself. Yet we're talking with him, and he takes the loss and blames himself and says he left 6 points out there. What does it just say about Koo?
Yeah, I mean, Koo's obviously a great person and great individual, as we all know. But like I said, just as a team, we got to be better and put him in a better position to be able to go out there and not have to kick, long field goals every single time. We got to be able to go out there and push the ball and get him in a better position.
Is it fair to say that you guys feel like you missed a big opportunity tonight, being able to take a 2-game lead in division and now fighting in to win the NFC South?
Yeah, I mean, not even that. We missed plenty of opportunities out there and just in this game. We wasn't worried about, the weeks to come or whatever it is. We was worried about today. We missed plenty of opportunities out there today that we wouldn't be having this conversation.
The positive takeaways from today's game, you all's offense being able to move down the field on all 3 touchdown drives under 3 minutes. The positive takeaways from today for you?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, obviously there were some points in the game where we were able to move the ball. We were able to get down there and get points. A positive is scoring outside of the red zone. Haven't done that many times throughout the year, so just being able to get those big plays, being able to get explosive plays. But like I said, it's got to be better, got to be more consistent.
Yeah, can you comment on the play of Drake London today?
Yeah, Drake obviously played his butt off out there. He early on, obviously, just getting a bunch of one-on-ones and then, You know, at some point you got to heat check him, which we did obviously late, and, you know, just gave him a ball in which he could go get. And obviously, you know, he's sort of higher than others and was able to go get it. But no, Drake is a heck of a competitor, a heck of a player. You know, obviously he wanted that last one more than anyone. And, you know, all we're going to do is keep going back to work and getting better. Thank y'all.
Koo, obviously, two very uncharacteristic misses for you. Obviously, they were long ones. Just kind of what happened in those misses there.
Yeah, it was a good operation by Liam and Bradley. Good snap and good hold, and I just didn't hit it good, and it wasn't good enough.
Obviously, you had a chance to go out there and get another one. Just kind of what's your mindset after back-to-back misses? Like, how do you kind of get back out there and move on from it?
Yeah, just reset and going back to the preparation, and just trying to make some adjustments on the sideline. But at the end of the day, I didn't hit it great, and I gotta make that. I cost us today. That's on me, and I'm just gonna go watch the film and try to get better.
So you're taking the loss on your back.
I mean, those are, you know, crucial points, right? Those are crucial turnovers. So for me, I'm just gonna, you know, go back to the routine and preparation and all that. But those 6 points, those are crucial swings. So I mean, guys play their asses off, and I feel like I cost one today. So I'm just gonna, you know, go back to work. That's all I can do.
As a team, what's the hardest part about a loss like this? There were so many momentum swings there
Right.
late in the fourth.
I mean, I feel like that's every NFL game. There, you know, momentum swings are going to happen throughout the game, and our defense, offense, you know, everybody really played well, I think, and we just got to capitalize when we got opportunities to score there.
Younghoe, how do you navigate the emotions of a game like this? You guys think that potentially you're going to go on top of the NFC South with 3 minutes to play, and then obviously that didn't happen. You guys are all tied atop, but hope is not lost. So how do you navigate the emotions of that?
You know, I think we've been here before. It's not the first time we're, you know, trying to navigate emotions of ups and downs, and we're just going to try to go back to work. And, you know, we got a division game coming up next week, and all we can do is move on and try to get better.
What did you see on the last play? Like when you go for the ball, like was that where you felt like you needed to be placed? Did you feel like you were going to be deeper?
It's just a concept. Try to get my route depth as much as I could. Try to get greedy so I could get as close as I possibly can. Desmond gave me a chance, and I tried everything I possibly could to stay up and try to get in that zone.
The 45-yard ball that you caught on that second to last drive. Walk me through just that entire route if you can.
Des just trusts me. And he put it up there, and I mean, he has trust in me, I have trust in him, so it's my job to come down with it.
What does it say about Koo, who missed, you know, two uncharacteristic kicks, but he puts this loss on himself after we talked to him? He said he left 6 points out there. Just what does it say about him?
He a captain for a reason, and we gonna back Koo forever, you know? He's automatic, and this was just a fluke of a game for him, and I know that when he comes back, he's gonna be even hungrier, and I guarantee he won't miss another one.
Drake, I know this one's really frustrating, obviously. How do you guys navigate the emotions of a loss like this when you guys obviously really wanted to win this one?
Come out harder than we did this game. Come out harder than we ever did. We could have set ourselves up pretty well. And right now we just got to go back in the lab and figure it out.
What can the message be moving forward? You mentioned it, another divisional game next weekend on the road.
Yeah.
What can the message be to this team?
We're not out of it. You know, we got to put up points and do all that. So we're not out of it. We're going to keep on chugging and try to make our push into the playoffs.
Desmond Ridder to the podium. Feels like Dez has had some of these games before. He makes a couple mistakes in the first three quarters. In the fourth quarter, he plays well. Do y'all sort of expect that to come out no matter how much he's struggling?
What do you mean, expect him to start off like that?
No, do you expect him in the fourth quarter to play like he did, even
Yeah,
no matter how he's played in the first three?
Dez is a winner. I'm always going to back that. So we all have trust in him, and when he goes out there and he says we're going to win, we're going to win. And today we kind of felt short, but again, we have trust in everybody in this building. So it's football, you know?
Is it fair to say that you guys feel like you did miss a big opportunity here with a chance to kind of take a 2-game lead in the division and kind of secure your path into the playoffs?
Most definitely. It's tough when it's a hard pill to swallow, but, you know, I love this team, and I love everything that we're about, and I know that we're some hard workers, and we're not going to let this just diminish our season, you know? So go back in the lab and get to work and try to forget and learn from our mistakes.
Drake, what gives you the belief that this team is not done yet?
I mean, I don't think we're out of the race right now, especially in this division. So we got to figure it out and make that push and try to make something happen.
How long do you hold on to a loss? You give yourself 24 hours? Are you going home tonight and watching the tape multiple times? I mean, what do you kind of do after a loss?
It's stuck on the record forever, so I'm going to hold it on forever. I mean, you can't do nothing about it. But again, that's behind us now, and we got to figure it out.
Is this the most aggressive you felt maybe Des was today in terms of pushing the ball downfield, in terms of maybe trying to be, I guess, more, not necessarily decisive, but
Nah,
aggressive?
he was just playing ball. Like, he was just out there and trusting us again, you know? And that's our job to make him right.
Between the second and third quarters, you forced a turnover on downs. You had that fourth down stop, and then I think it was 4 straight 3-and-outs. What was working so well, especially being down a lot of key guys?
Yeah, it's just sticking to the game plan. You know, that's the mentality of our defense. Is it don't matter who's out there, who's hurt, who's up, who's not. The standard is the standard, and you know, we didn't do that last drive, but just something to continue to build off of.
Can you comment on the play? You guys were able to hold down Evans. I think he had 1 catch for 13 yards.
Yeah, we had a good execution, and a game plan for him. Hall of Fame type of receiver. So sometimes you gotta roll to him. That's what we did. We did a good job of that.
Jesse, especially given that you were down some guys in the secondary, guys had to step up and play, snaps that they weren't used to.
Yes, sir. That's the standard.
Feels
Jesse,
like. Go ahead, Maria.
how do you navigate the up and down nature of this game and just the emotions? You guys obviously know you really wanted to win this one to put you in an even better position, but how do you navigate that?
Yeah, it's just anything just like life. You know, there's gonna be a bunch of ups. There's gonna be a bunch of downs, and I think the team that comes out successful is the one that can weather through the storm, who can stay grounded, and no matter whether it's going good, whether it's going bad. We're going to go to work and prepare like we're a championship team, and that's the mindset.
What has to be the mentality and mindset heading into Carolina next week?
Yeah, it's another divisional game, just like this week. Every game from here on out is going to be a playoff type of game, and that's the mindset.
But what's the emotion like after that one, the back and forth there just in the last few minutes?
I mean, shit, when you get the job done, we had goals today. We knew what was riding on this game, and we didn't get the job done at the end of the day. And, it hurt, but at the same time, we're not out of it. We still got a chance to go do what we want to do. So, it's really just about learning from this one tomorrow, and shit, we got to move forward. We can't really just sit here and weep on this one.
How frustrating was that last drive, what they were able to do?
We had a couple penalties on that drive. They made a couple plays, but that last one, Baker and Otten, they made a good play. Came down with it, but it hurt, bro. Like, you want to win a game, you definitely want to win for your teammate. We all putting the same amount of work in. It's hard to look those guys in the face, but we're a brotherhood, and they hold you up. It's not all perfect, but we still got work to do.
Was that just a good route there? Otten's really been coming on for them. Was it just
questions, man.
Well, what did you see on that play?
If 50 just made a play at the end, you know what I mean? So,
ask dumb questions.
It was up there. You came out with it.
4 games left. Where do you guys go from here?
So, like I said, everything's still in front of us. We still got work to do. 4 games left. We're gonna put our head down and get to work.
To see a lot of guys, Clark among them, a lot of guys on defensive line step up. I mean, what does that say about this defense?
A hell of a team, man. It ain't just a defense. It's a hell of a team. Every week, we might have a guy here and there. They got to plug and play, but they come in, they don't miss a beat. Clark, man, he been doing a hell of a job. He made a bunch of plays today. That's just who he is. We've been seeing it. Every guy ready to get their number called, show up and play.
Coming out of halftime, and you had 4 empty possessions. It seemed like to me like that's kind of felt like where the game slipped away a little bit. You could have had a chance to take the lead back.
Yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah, just there's constant belief. I think we were down 9 at whatever point, and there's just belief in each other and the amount of time that we have. And so I think in that moment, whatever happens throughout the course of the game, we have belief in each other that, we're being able to get the job done. And I think, Des and those guys did a phenomenal job in that fourth quarter to keep pushing us.
It's interesting, like you guys seem to play so well in the fourth quarter, not always as well in the first 3. Kind of, is that? Does that feel like that to you, or?
I'm not sure. I think that's something we'll definitely have to take a look at and just in what it is. But I don't. It's definitely, you know, guys come out with great energy, great intent, and a lot of things. And I don't know. Sometimes the rhythm of the game.
You obviously came back in the game. Did you roll up on your ankle? How are you feeling? What happened in that play?
I just got rolled up on. I'm fine. Kyle did a really great job finishing the quarter. But no, I'm all good.
What are the challenges when you have 3 starters down the O-line? I'm just trying to get some type of chemistry going during a game.
Yeah, I mean, I think everything with offensive line is falling back on your preparation, and I think it speaks to the character of our guys in our room, from, you know, Jake to, you know, we all 12 of us have belief in each other and the way we practice every single day. There's so much strain and intent, and so when those guys get their opportunity, I mean, Tyler, Newsel, Kyle, Storm, I mean, those guys did a really phenomenal job, and it's I'm just proud of them and proud to be a part of our room.
Such a roller coaster of emotions in this game, highs and lows, and kind of the way it ended. How do you prevent a loss like this from kind of seeping in and sinking in maybe for the rest of the year? How do you move on from it?
I think, you know, I'm sorry. Tomorrow, you just really focus on the intent of making the corrections, and then you have to turn the page to Carolina, and I think that's what we're going to have to do. And I think, you know, we talk about just, like, you know, focusing on the present day and focusing on the present moment. And tomorrow's intent is to, you know, make the corrections and get our training. And so I think that's the way you look at it. And then you have to move on to Carolina because they're a great team. And it's a huge game for us.
Do you feel like a big opportunity was missed when it comes to the playoffs and, you know, taking a lead in this division after this loss today?
I mean, every game is so crucial. But, you know, luckily that we have great opportunities ahead of us. But I think you understand the importance of every single week. And that's what makes the NFL awesome, is that every week is so valuable. But there's 100% belief in what we're doing and, you know, the opportunity we have. And, you know, we have four opportunities going forward.